Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he spins through. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, roll, 55 to Mike. Here we go. Check 50. Protein spill.
Throwing on first down, Barnett. And his first pass is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the pass.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Barnett. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Yo, faster. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Let's go, D. Greystone, travel. Fire.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Barnett. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
15,
now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Check 13. Check.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Barnett. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh.
Stop your whining.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch it.
Big grip.
Off play action. Barnett. They'll roll him out right. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first and 10, Barnett. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 3, check 3. 80 weapon. Hey, exit. 5.
2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the gun on third down, Barnett, and he finds McDonald. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Barnett. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
49, check 49, check X3, 218, chopper.
On 4th down, Barnett flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Off the play fake. Costello. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
General West.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
18 Gator.
53's mine. You can't block me.
Hey.
You can't block me. 53's the Mike. 50.
Hey, box drop.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barnett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
And they try to sweep to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Blue draw Corker.
Right there. 54, right there.
Operating from the gun. Barnett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Team 6.
From the gun, Barnett. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Quit talking about it and wing it. Tight guard.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnett eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Barnett, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Yeah.
Off play action. Costello. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
55's Mike, guys. 55. I'm coming for you. You Mike.
Topper.
Check 55, Mike.
Get it.
From the gun, Barnett going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
60 outlaws. Hey, Delta, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pull it high. Hey, Orbit.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Defense wins championship.
You draw quarters.
Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Hey, Stu.
2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
13 yards, 1st down Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Down. 50. Plant.
Hey, eat. We want this.
Hey, Alpha. Deep grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnett going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hurry. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Barnett, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Wahoo! 54. 5.
Back to throw. Barnett. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Costello. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2nd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Balaj. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They run it with Balaj. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run here with Balaj. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Joseph is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Safety's creeping.
On first down, Barnett toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On second down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Set 70, Indy. Go, go.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
On third down, Barnett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
We got this.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. To throw on second down. Costello going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 3 buzz.
From the gun on third down. Barnett, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Hey, switch gears. Check it out, read.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, high 7. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Barnett. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check safety.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Off the play fake. Barnett. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Kill. Watch the twist.
80 weapon.
Watch twist.
Snap.
Now Balaj. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
51 Mike. 51.
Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
61, match Washington, go.
And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Big grip. Big grip.
On first down, Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
90, Wolf. X3. 2-3, chop. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime.